operation exists. We've got a great team that all commute in and out of here. Call it the Forrest Gump home sometimes, considering how many interesting individuals we get from all across the world here. We bring them in and talk about our great philosophy of liberty and human flourishing and how we can all lead to a better life for all. So I'd like to introduce you to some of the few things I'm doing. First of all, as you can see, I'm very much into organic gardening. This year we'll grow about 40% of our own food, but also, we can't eat all of it, so we'll have a big community gathering, and we bring out a lot of the underprivileged community to come and have a food drive, and we trade food and talk about growing techniques and different things that can help us have a little more sustainable and more fulfilling life. I've got Michael here. He's an expert gardener. He's responsible for this entire project. I've seen it come from start to finish. He's done a phenomenal job. Got Rachel here as well.
Say hi, honey.
Want to say hi, Rachel? She does more work than Michael, I think. But Mike, if you want to talk a little bit about what we're doing, we're in planting season now.
I think what the best thing that this has to offer is it just shows people that they can utilize their front yards a lot better. It has drawn a lot of attention in the neighborhood. People driving really slow and becoming really interested, and it actually helps build community. So that's what I'm looking forward to promote up here, while at the same time going back to lots of the older techniques of gardening, non-GMO planting, building the soil, and just pretty much doing things the right way, the way they're meant to be. So
Michael alluded to something that we were part of. It's called grow food, not lawns. So just think if we would all grow food instead of grass in our front yards, we could feed people then. And I think it's a much more sustainable way to go. And you mentioned Michael, he's an expert with different techniques to keep food as organic as possible. But we can sort of kind of make our way inside. The people pretty informed about who we are from just the outside and what we stand for. Got at the old rocking chairs. This is where a lot of thinking is done as well. It's the old Southern style rocking chair on the front porch. So now I'd like to invite everyone inside the Liberty Compound. We live a very laid back lifestyle here in the workplace. We have a good time. We try to keep it as light as possible around. You can tell by the shoes I'm wearing. We're in Crocs, most comfortable shoe out there. But I'm going to invite everyone inside and introduce you to the team. First and foremost, we keep the markets on TV, always tracking the markets, seeing what's going on, what's moving, what's shaking. Getting crushed here lately, but the market's been held up by artificial money printing for a long time, so we'll see what happens there. But got the team here. So we've got James, first and foremost. He's been with me for a long time. We've been through all kinds of things together. He's an integral part of our operation. He makes a lot of stuff happen, so we're very blessed to have him on board. Then we've got Marguerite. She's the real brains behind the operation. She heads up the peace room here. We don't believe in war, so we call this the peace room. And she keeps my schedule intact. She keeps everything afloat. So very blessed to have both of them on board. I'm a big fan of maps, so I've got a lot of maps everywhere. Got to know where the enemy is. There's Washington, D.C. A lot of enemies of liberty there, more than anything else. So they remind us what we're fighting for. This is where I work. Got a lot of bills there. Mostly taxes, it looks like. Paying a lot in taxes these days. It's really sad because money goes to kill people all around the world and goes to do terrible things. But hey, that's what we're up against, and that's what we'll be fighting for. Taking a look at our sort of our library here, and some more memorabilia in the area. But this is a first book that comes to mind. It's called Small Giants. Companies that chose to be great instead of big. It's pretty self-explanatory that you go to create value and create opportunities for others rather than becoming just some big giant company. So it's been a good one. It's been an influence on me and my business philosophy. You can see a picture of my grandfather there, but we'll go into more of that later on. This is my alma mater, Stephen F. Austin. Had a really good run in the NCAA tournament recently, so we're excited about that. And Axiom Jacks. This is another memorabilia case. You can see some of my things that I did. I was a tennis player and played baseball as well. Always had something going on. This one is particularly special to me because we had a really good game there. Pitched a shutout and got 4 hits. It was a big game for me. Probably the best I've ever had. Probably a lot of luck. I didn't have many of those games, so that one meant a lot to me. Another example. This is probably our most successful company. I'm never hungover. Started out with this, but we evolved into this, and things are going really well there. Autographed baseball by Nolan Ryan, someone I always looked up to. Campaigned for Ron Paul back in the 80s, I believe. So he knows what's up, it sounds like. This is another room that has some stuff that's dear to me. First and foremost, a picture of my grandfather. Someone who fought for this country, who believed in free markets, believed in entrepreneurship, and most importantly, believed in America. Very blessed to have known him and for him to have been such a big part of my life. You look up above there, this is our basketball photo. As you notice, there's a lot of place there, particularly because I was nowhere near on the level of these guys, but learned a lot. They made me a lot better. They forced me to be a lot better player, so that was a unique experience. Other stuff, just look at some of my medals throughout the year, some stuff that I've won over the years. And then finally, the noise that you hear, I'm experimenting with a couple of Bitcoin miners. They mining about 180 gigahash, which once again, we have a bigger operation. It's larger scale. Not here, but I'm just experimenting with these, and I do a lot of experiments in this area. So that's what we're up to on that part. This is interesting. A gift that was given to me. It's a dartboard with one of our other enemies, drones. It just symbolizes the attack on our civil liberties and our privacy. The federal government thinks that it's okay to use drones. Anyway, we got a dartboard, and it keeps us and reminds us who the enemy really is. And you can tell I lost pretty badly, but you know, I give it a good effort, but the other guys in the house are a lot better than me. And here we are in the kitchen. We cook a lot of our own meals, especially with the food that we grow in both gardens. But got our master chef here, Colin. He's been with us for a good while now, and he makes excellent food. And he's always take a look. He's always up to something. So we try to eat as healthy as possible, but it doesn't always happen. We're also big believers in fresh, clean, unfluoridated water. This is an outlet that we use, and drink a lot of water around here. I think humans are more than 95% water, so it's important to drink a lot. Here's another picture that I want to start with my pictures. This is an important picture. This was at our big launch party for Never Hungover in Las Vegas. James is very much a big part of that company, and one of the main reasons it's where it's at today, in addition to another team member who's not here, who's the CEO of that company. And he's out hustling, making stuff happen. This was a great night for us, Super Bowl night, and Had a lot of important people there that are really working and pushing to make everything over the success that we want it to be. So now you can take a look at some of our photos that kind of remind us of where we've been and some of the historical things that have happened and some things that are near and dear to us. First, got a picture of Dr. Paul and I. That was at a conference in Houston. It's a pretty good picture, and we've become pretty good friends over the years. So I'm very thankful for all he's done and all he's doing for the cause of liberty. Second, here's a picture of my nieces and I. They're very near and dear to my heart. They give me a run for my money, that's for sure, and keep me on my toes. But I've got twins there and an older one, Sarah. We have a good time hanging out with them, and at the end of the day, that's who we're fighting for, the next generation. So love hanging out with them. Here's another important picture to me. This was the opening night of my restaurant that I own called the Liberty Bell. The name is pretty self-explanatory. We believe in liberty, so why not put that in the name of some of our ventures. I'm a big fan of written thank you notes as well. I send out several dozen a week, and this is one that was sent to me and meant a lot to me by my dear business partners, and actually the gentleman who brought me around to the cause of liberty and woke me up to those issues. The Liberty Bell's done really well, and we're inspired to have a gathering of people who come to have good food, good drinks, and a good time. Alright, well that is our version of MTV Cribs. I hope you weren't expecting a mansion, because if you were, you came to the wrong place. But it's warm, it's cozy, and we're here working hard every day and just trying to change the world and make it a better place to live.